a delivery date yet. It's fluid, that's for sure. But we're gonna jump into our next topic. But let's see here. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna do an update on the used Tesla market, and it really seems like used Tesla prices are starting to flatline, if not bottom or stabilize, or essentially stop dropping. So we will take a look at some of the charts and some of the market data that we have. And so yeah, let me know if you're interested in buying a used one or if you're looking for a deal, because it's kind of this weird threshold right now. The prices are not crashing anymore. And so we'll definitely take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can get some variety of different benefits. So definitely check that out if you're interested. So let's take a look at the Tesla used market. So this is cargurus.com, and tracks all the different used car retail list prices that are actually out there. And we will get into the auction data as well. And feel free to put anything in the chat on which year for what Tesla model you want me to take a look at. But it certainly feels like if we look at, if we take out all Teslas and take a look at the used market as a whole, you can see that the used market has flatlined essentially. It was trending down for a while now, from December, October, November to January, and now it's essentially flatlined. And so there seems to be more demand for vehicles. People are out trying to buy a vehicle again. I mean, there's also a good portion of people that get a tax refund that they're trying to get into another vehicle, finance it, and get into another vehicle. But checking back into the Tesla side, the flat line is starting to also, it's starting to appear. You can see right here, it went from 28.5% down, 28.5% down to 28.5%, and then down to 28.6. And so the market values are certainly starting to flatline for the Tesla Model 3, Y, S, and X, but it's still down considerably year over year. You can see here it's 23% for the Model S year over year. It's like average, what, 21% for all trims. And in the past 90 days, it's like 18, 16%, 15% as well across. So if you're looking to sell your Tesla, it might be a good time, maybe if you wait another week or so, or maybe even to March, because the demand for used Teslas might be a good time to exit. But if you're looking to buy it, it seems like prices have bottomed at the lowest point, and it's, if you should probably try and buy one ASAP. I mean, if you've been watching the channel, you know my strategy on how to buy used Teslas. I always go after private sellers. I don't really try and go after dealers or try and negotiate with dealers. I always try and just find private sellers out there, try and negotiate with them, because they have a little bit more flexibility than a dealer will. And then that way you can save a little bit here on like fees, because each dealer, there's a lot of dealers out there that will charge variety of certain fees and processing fees and all that stuff, and could amount to $1,000, $2,000, maybe $3,000 on top of the price. Whereas a private seller, not so much, right? It literally just is the vehicle plus whatever DMV fees that you're going to have to pay no matter what anyway. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff on the used smart car market as well. And so we're just going to take a look quickly at the Manheim auction report. So this is wholesale to wholesale, dealer to dealer. You can see all the different sale prices in the past 30, 60 days. And so we've got in here 2022 Tesla Model Y long range, and you can see the prices kind of are stabilizing on this side as well. I mean, here's one that has like a $44,000 sale price, but it has 22,000 miles. Here's another one, 42,000 for 35,000 miles. And so they're pretty much staying in like the mid to high 40s at this point, when before they were all over the place, high 50s, and maybe even high 48s as well. But we're certainly start to see some stabilization on the used side. Popping over to the 2022 Model 3 all-wheel drive long range side, let's just quickly take a look here. And yeah, we're essentially seeing the same thing as well. So our used Tesla prices continuing to crash? It doesn't seem like it. It seems like there's a lot of people that would be willing to purchase these vehicles. They want to get into them, whether it's used. And it's weird, right? Because like here is long range at $42,000, but a brand new one, of course, you've got destination fee, all that stuff, is the list price of $50,000. So if you back out like that $7,500 tax credit, I certainly understand that not everybody qualifies for that $7,500 tax credit. And so maybe that's why there's this floor still. for these certain prices, but definitely some pretty interesting stuff on the used side. But the one thing is for sure, if you take a look at the Model X and also Model S's, just like the thumbnail says, prices have definitely dipped to a low amount. You can see right here 96,000, 92,000, 91,000, but they're also kind to stabilize as well. I think right here on the low, we hit like the high 80s, maybe even 82,000 for a 2022 Model X, but we've certainly started to stabilize on this side as well. So switching to Model S now, 2022, of course, you know, we've hit the 70s, and it's all really the same trend. Like we crashed in January, went up a little bit, and then in our kind of like stabilizing at whatever price or whatever value it is for that. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know your thoughts. Like, are you selling a Tesla right now, and or are you trading? I know someone came in here earlier. Let's see. You forget no risk, right? No, not no risk. You wanted to see what the value of Vietnamese style. So let's just put in yours 2022 Tesla Model 3. I think yours is an all-wheel drive, and we'll see what the values of yours could be right now. So you got 2023 Model 3 long range, but yours is 130,000 miles, which is kind of on the high end, that's for sure. So in terms of your valuation, I feel like I would say like at least 25,000, because that's everybody wants a $25,000 Tesla. But we can put in the miles here and see what MMR is, or what the Manheim thinks your vehicle is worth. So about 23.8. But I feel like if you listed your Tesla for like 24 or 25,000, it would sell very, very quickly, because everybody wants a Tesla that starts with a 2 at the end of the day. But let me know your thoughts. Definitely some pretty interesting stuff out there on the used side. We're going to jump back into some of the comments and some of the questions. But before we get into that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down in the description, there's a Patreon link where you can support the channel, and there's a variety of benefits, but some of them include actually scheduling a call with me, where you can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even financing a Tesla. And after you join the Patreon, you get a link to my buying guide, which has links to all the resources that I use to get the best possible deal at the best possible price, including a couple of credit unions on that list that have interest rates as low as 2.5% to 3.2%, or even one a couple at 4% from 60 to 80 months. So definitely check it out if you're interested. And thank you for supporting the channel. All right.